Welcome to Cinematic Odyssey channel. Behind the glitz and glamour of fame lies a world of extraordinary resilience and individuality. Many famous stars have embraced their unique physical differences, transforming them into powerful symbols of strength and authenticity. From awe-inspiring deformities to incredible personal triumphs, the journeys of these 15 famous celebrities with shocking body deformities are as inspiring as they are fascinating. Ready to uncover these remarkable stories? Let's dive in. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela's journey from a young man facing injustice in South Africa to becoming a global symbol of peace and reconciliation is nothing short of extraordinary. Born in 1918, Mandela grew up in a world defined by apartheid, a system of institutionalized racial segregation that stripped millions of South Africans of their basic human rights. In 1962, his activism led to his arrest, and he was sentenced to spend 27 years in prison. Those years were long and painful, but Mandela's spirit never broke. Despite the hardships, he held firm to his belief in a free and just South Africa, becoming a symbol of hope for people around the world who believed in the power of perseverance. When Mandela was finally released in 1990, it marked the beginning of a new chapter for both him and his country. Just 4 years later, he made history as South Africa's first Black president. But rather than focusing on revenge, Mandela chose to lead with a heart full of forgiveness and a vision for reconciliation. His incredible ability to heal a nation torn apart by hatred won him the Nobel Peace Prize and a permanent place in history as one of the world's most remarkable leaders. Mandela's story is a testament to the power of resilience, forgiveness, and love. His life reminds us all that even the most daunting challenges can be overcome when we fight for what is right, and when we choose to see the humanity in everyone, even those who wrong us. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, known as the father of India's independence movement, forever changed the world with his steadfast belief in non-violent resistance. Born in 1869 in Porbandar, India, Gandhi's early education in law took him to England, but it was his return to India that ignited his passion for social justice. Gandhi's relentless fight against British colonial rule was marked by powerful acts of civil disobedience, including his famous Salt March of 1930. Leading thousands of Indians to protest the oppressive salt taxes, he demonstrated that even the smallest acts of defiance could challenge unjust systems. His philosophy of nonviolence, or ahimsa, was not just a political tactic, but a deep moral belief that would inspire movements for civil rights, freedom, and justice around the world. Tragically, in 1948, Gandhi's life was cut short when he was assassinated. Yet, his legacy endures. His teachings continue to serve as a blueprint for peaceful resistance and activism. Gandhi's life teaches us that monumental change often begins with simple acts of courage and unwavering conviction, proving that one person, armed with truth and nonviolence, can reshape the course of history. David Bowie. David Bowie, legendary for his innovative hits like Space Oddity, Heroes, and Starman, was more than just a musician. He was a true visual artist, constantly challenging the norms of identity and self-expression. One of his most iconic features was his distinctive gaze, a result of a permanently dilated pupil in his left eye, which gave the illusion of two different colored eyes. This unique trait wasn't something Bowie was born with. It came from a childhood accident in 1962, when an argument with his friend George Underwood led to an injury that left his left pupil dilated for life. Rather than letting this condition define him in a negative way, Bowie embraced it as part of his artistry. His altered gaze became synonymous with his larger-than-life personas, from the androgynous Ziggy Stardust to the enigmatic Aladdin Sane. Bowie even humorously credited George for giving him this distinctive look, maintaining a lifelong friendship with him despite the incident. Though Bowie passed away in 2016, his legacy continues to resonate through his music, fashion, and relentless drive to embrace individuality. He proved that a unique physical trait could be a symbol of creativity and power, never a flaw to hide. But what if a unique physical trait isn't acquired through an accident or injury, but is something you are born with? Let's explore the journey of someone who has embraced life's challenges and redefined what it means to live without limits. Nick Vujičić. Nick Vujičić, born in 1982 in Melbourne, Australia, with tetra-amelia syndrome, a rare condition that left him without limbs, is a powerful symbol of resilience and hope. From a young age, he faced challenges most of us can't even imagine, but instead of focusing on what he lacked, Nick chose to focus on what he could do. With the love and support of his family and his unshakable faith, he learned to do things that many thought impossible: typing, swimming, surfing, and even playing soccer using his toes by his teenage years. But Nick didn't stop there. As he began sharing his story with the world, he inspired countless others to find strength in their struggles. By his 20s, he founded Life Without Limbs, a nonprofit organization that empowers people worldwide to rise above their challenges. He also created Attitude is Altitude, a platform dedicated to motivational speaking. Through his humor, authenticity, and passion for life, Nick reached millions, encouraging them to focus on their abilities and live with purpose. His message has resonated around the world. Having spoken in over 70 countries and written best-selling books like Life Without Limits, Nick continues to show that limitations are only barriers if we let them be. Yet, beyond his professional success, Nick cherishes his role as a devoted husband and father of 4. His advocacy for disability inclusion, well-being, and poverty alleviation further highlights his belief that no challenge is too great to overcome. And Nick's journey teaches us that even in the face of immense adversity, we have the power to choose our mindset and create our path. So, have you ever faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable? How did you overcome it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Nick's story proves that strength and resilience can be born from life's toughest obstacles. Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks, often called the mother of the civil rights movement, forever changed the trajectory of history with one simple yet profound act of defiance. Born in 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama, Rosa experienced firsthand the deep-seated segregation and systemic racism that defined life in the South during the early 20th century. On December 1, 1955, in Montgomery, Alabama, Rosa made a quiet but powerful decision. She refused to give up her seat to a white passenger on a segregated bus. That single act of courage ignited the Montgomery bus boycott, a pivotal moment that helped fuel the larger civil rights movement in America. Her bravery was more than just a refusal to move. It was a stand for justice and equality that resonated across the nation. Rosa's act became a symbol of resistance, inspiring millions to join the fight for civil rights and social change. Her legacy is a testament to the power of individual action and the idea that even the smallest steps can lead to monumental transformations. Rosa Parks' story reminds us that change doesn't always require grand gestures. Sometimes it's the quiet courage of one person that sparks a movement capable of reshaping an entire society. Her courage continues to inspire and teach us the profound impact of standing up for what is right. Malala Yusufzai. Malala Yusufzai's remarkable journey is a powerful testament to the strength of courage and the transformative power of education. Born in 1997 in Mingora, Pakistan, Malala grew up in the Swat Valley, a region where the Taliban imposed strict restrictions on girls' education. From a young age, Malala was deeply passionate about learning and the right of girls to receive an education, a belief instilled by her father, Ziauddin Yousafzai, who was an outspoken advocate for education. In 2009, Malala began writing a blog under a pseudonym for the BBC Urdu, documenting her life under the oppressive rule of the Taliban and her determination to continue going to school. Her identity was later revealed, and she became a vocal and public advocate for girls' rights to education. In 2012, at just 15 years old, Malala's advocacy nearly cost her her life. She was shot in the head by a Taliban gunman while riding a bus home from school. The attack was an attempt to silence her, but it failed. Malala survived the brutal assault, and instead of retreating, she emerged even more determined to continue her fight for girls' education worldwide. After her recovery, Malala's influence grew exponentially. She co-authored her memoir, I Am Malala, which became an international bestseller and further fueled her advocacy efforts. In 2013, she established the Malala Fund, an organization dedicated to championing education for girls in the developing world. The fund works to empower young girls by providing resources and opportunities to access quality education and build their future. Malala's incredible bravery and commitment to education were recognized on the world stage when, in 2014, she became the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize at the age of 17. Her tireless work advocating for girls' education has earned her numerous accolades and widespread admiration from people all over the globe. Malala's story is not just one of personal triumph, but a call to action for the world. She has shown that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, education has the power to change lives and communities. Her journey proves that no matter how young or small, a single voice can inspire global change and spark a movement that can change the course of history. Today, Malala remains a beacon of hope, advocating for millions of girls who still face barriers to education. Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart is one of those people whose name immediately brings to mind courage, adventure, and breaking barriers. Born in 1897 in Kansas, Amelia didn't just accept the world as it was, she challenged it. Her love for flying sparked when she was 23, after her first airplane ride. From that moment on, the sky was never the limit for her. In 1932, Amelia made history by becoming the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. This wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a game changer for women everywhere, showing that they could soar in a man's world. Amelia didn't just fly for the thrill. She used her platform to show that women could take on challenges and achieve greatness in fields that were previously off-limits. But Amelia wasn't just about setting records. She was deeply invested in advocating for women's rights, showing that women had just as much right to space in the skies and the world as men. She was passionate about making sure that young girls could see themselves breaking boundaries, just like she did. Sadly, Amelia's journey ended mysteriously in 1937 when she disappeared while attempting to fly around the world. Her plane was never found, and to this day, we don't know exactly what happened. But even in her disappearance, Amelia's story has only grown in power. She's a symbol of someone who dared to dream, even when the road ahead was uncertain. Amelia's life is a reminder that chasing your dreams isn't always a smooth ride, but it's in those bold leaps that we leave our mark on the world. She'll always be remembered as someone who refused to let anything hold her back, and for that, she continues to inspire generations to come. Helen Keller. Helen Keller's life is an extraordinary testament to the strength of the human spirit and the transformative power of perseverance. Born in 1880 in Alabama, Helen's world was initially filled with sound and sight, but at just 19 months old, an illness took both her hearing and sight. For many, this would have been a crippling setback, but not for Helen. As a young child, she faced intense frustration and isolation, unable to communicate and struggling to make sense of her world. Her early years were marked by outbursts, but deep down, Helen had a fierce will to break free from the barriers that surrounded her. That's when Anne Sullivan, a teacher who would become her lifelong companion and mentor, entered her life. Anne's dedication and ingenuity helped Helen break through the silence and darkness that enveloped her. Using tactile signing, Anne taught Helen to connect words with objects, opening up a world of learning and expression. It was a turning point that would forever change Helen's life. With her newfound ability to communicate, Helen's intellectual potential flourished. Helen went on to become the first deafblind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree from Radcliffe College in 1904. This incredible achievement shattered expectations and opened doors not only for her, but for countless others with disabilities. But Helen didn't stop there. She became a fierce advocate for people with disabilities, women's rights, and social justice, using her voice to change the world in ways that few could have imagined. Her autobiography, The Story of My Life, continues to inspire readers around the world. It's a story of triumph over adversity, of a woman who didn't let her limitations define her. Helen's journey teaches us that with the right support, determination, and unshakable belief in oneself, even the most seemingly insurmountable challenges can be overcome. Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage has redefined the boundaries of representation in Hollywood, proving that talent and determination can overcome deeply entrenched stereotypes. Born in 1969 in New Jersey with achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism, Peter faced societal misconceptions and the limitations often imposed on actors with physical differences. From an early age, Peter was drawn to performing, but his journey was far from easy. Frustrated by offers for roles that perpetuated harmful stereotypes, he made a bold decision to reject those opportunities. Instead, he sought projects that allowed him to portray fully realized, complex characters. His breakthrough came with The Station Agent in 2003, where he delivered a poignant performance as a reserved man seeking solitude in a small town. The role earned him critical acclaim and established him as a serious actor. Dinklage's career reached new heights with his portrayal of Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones. His performance captivated audiences and critics alike, showcasing his ability to bring depth, wit, and vulnerability to the screen. Over the show's 8 seasons, Peter won 4 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe, solidifying his status as one of the finest actors of his generation. Beyond his on-screen success, Peter uses his platform to advocate for inclusivity and equity in the entertainment industry. He challenges Hollywood to create diverse and meaningful roles that reflect the full spectrum of human experience. His efforts have inspired countless individuals to embrace their uniqueness and defy societal expectations. Peter Dinklage's journey is a testament to the power of perseverance and self-belief, showing that greatness knows no bounds. From the screen to the stage, his story continues to inspire and reshape perspectives. Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo's life was a testament to the power of turning pain into art. Born in 1907 in Coyoacán, Mexico, Frida faced significant physical challenges from a young age. She contracted polio at 6, which left her with a limp, and later suffered a life-altering bus accident that resulted in severe injuries. The aftermath of the accident led to chronic pain and multiple surgeries, but it also marked the beginning of Frida's transformation from a young woman enduring hardship into a global symbol of resilience and creativity. While confined to her bed during recovery, Frida turned to painting, using her artwork as a means of exploring her identity, physical pain, and the complex experiences of womanhood. Her vivid self-portraits, such as The Broken Column and Self-Portrait with Thorn Necklace and Hummingbird, became iconic representations of her inner and outer struggles. Through her powerful imagery, Frida conveyed not only the pain she endured, but also a deep sense of personal strength and individuality. Frida's art was more than just an expression of suffering. It was a way for her to embrace her uniqueness. She became known for her bold, colorful style and her fearless approach to depicting herself and her experiences. Despite the many physical challenges she faced throughout her life, Frida lived passionately, becoming a feminist, cultural icon, and inspiration to countless others. Her legacy is proof that adversity doesn't have to limit one's potential. In fact, like Frida, many people transform their struggles into sources of strength and creativity. Next, let's explore another superstar who, despite facing challenges, danced her way to fame and left an indelible mark on the world. Stevie Wonder. Misty Copeland. Misty Copeland's journey to becoming one of the most celebrated ballet dancers in the world is a story of defying expectations, breaking down barriers, and proving that talent knows no bounds. Born in Kansas City, Missouri, in 1982, Misty faced a childhood filled with financial hardships and instability. Yet, it was through the challenges she faced that her determination to succeed in ballet began to take shape. Misty's discovery of ballet at the age of 13 was a pivotal moment. Unlike many ballet dancers who start at a younger age, she began her training relatively late. Despite this, her natural talent and relentless work ethic quickly set her apart. However, Misty's journey was far from easy. She faced harsh criticism for not conforming to the typical ballet physique and battled racism in an industry that was predominantly white. But rather than let these obstacles define her, Misty pushed forward with an unwavering belief in herself and her craft. In 2015, Misty Copeland made history by becoming the first African-American principal dancer at the American Ballet Theatre, a monumental achievement that shattered glass ceilings and opened doors for future generations of dancers. She mesmerized audiences with her performances in iconic productions like Swan Lake and Firebird, showcasing not only her technical prowess, but her deep artistry. Beyond her incredible career, Misty is also an author, having written Life in Motion, An Unlikely Ballerina, a memoir in which she shares her journey of resilience, self-discovery, and the importance of staying true to one's passion. Her story serves as a beacon of hope for aspiring dancers everywhere, proving that with passion, perseverance, and a belief in oneself, any obstacle can be overcome and greatness can be achieved. Misty Copeland's legacy is a powerful reminder that the power to break barriers lies within us all. Temple Grandin. Temple Grandin's journey is one of remarkable perseverance and groundbreaking achievements. Born in 1947, Temple was diagnosed with autism at a time when little was understood about the condition. Despite the social and academic challenges she faced, Temple pushed through, earning a PhD in animal science, a monumental feat in itself. Her real breakthrough came when she revolutionized livestock handling. Temple's deep understanding of how animals perceive the world led to the creation of innovative designs that improved their welfare on farms and ranches worldwide. Her insights and practical solutions reshaped the way animals are treated, offering a kinder, more efficient way to handle livestock. Temple is also a powerful advocate for autism awareness, and her autobiography, Thinking in Pictures, is a testament to her unique way of experiencing the world. Through her writing, she has opened minds to the strengths of neurodiverse individuals, showing that different ways of thinking can lead to profound innovations and new perspectives. Temple's legacy is not just in science, but in how she has changed the world's perception of autism, encouraging others to embrace their individuality and recognize the value in neurodiversity. Her life reminds us that with determination, anyone can make a lasting impact, just as Temple Grandin has. Ludwig van Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven's story is nothing short of incredible. Born in 1770 in Bonn, Germany, Beethoven showed a love for music from a very young age. He was a true musical prodigy, but his life wasn't without its struggles. He grew up with a tough relationship with his father, who was hard on him, pushing him to excel. But his biggest challenge came later in life. Beethoven started losing his hearing in his late 20s. Imagine being a composer, someone who lived and breathed music, and slowly losing the very thing that allowed you to create. For most people, that would be a devastating blow. But Beethoven? He didn't let that stop him. Even as his hearing faded, he still wrote some of the most beautiful, powerful music ever heard. He relied on his deep knowledge of music and could feel the vibrations of sound in his body. Despite his deafness, Beethoven composed masterpieces like his Ninth Symphony and the Moonlight Sonata, works that are still beloved today. His ability to keep creating despite such a personal struggle is nothing short of inspiring. Beethoven's story teaches us that even when life throws us major obstacles, our passion and determination can help us find a way to keep going. His music still resonates with us, a timeless reminder of the power of perseverance. Oscar Pistorius. Oscar Pistorius, often known as the Blade Runner, was a trailblazer who shattered barriers in the world of athletics. Born in 1986 in South Africa without fibulae in both legs, Oscar's parents made the courageous decision to amputate his legs below the knee before he reached his first birthday. Despite the challenges this presented, Oscar defied expectations from a young age. With the help of prosthetic limbs, Oscar excelled in sports, initially competing in rugby and water polo before finding his true passion in athletics. His use of carbon fiber prosthetics allowed him to sprint with incredible speed, and he went on to achieve great success, winning multiple Paralympic gold medals. In 2012, he made history by becoming the first double amputee sprinter to compete in the Olympic Games, a moment that captured the world's attention and demonstrated the boundless potential of the human spirit. However, Oscar's remarkable story took a tragic turn in 2013 when he was convicted for the fatal shooting of his girlfriend, Reeva Steenkamp. This event deeply complicated his legacy, highlighting the complexities of fame, personal struggles, and the consequences of one's actions. Oscar Pistorius' story serves as both an inspiration for overcoming physical limitations and a cautionary tale about the importance of accountability and character. His journey is a reminder that human potential is vast, but so are the challenges that come with public life. From the track to the stage, let's meet another individual who embraced their differences and used them to create extraordinary art. Which story inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. This horrifying event highlighted the importance of safety in live performances, leaving fans and the entertainment industry shaken by the sheer magnitude of the disaster. Which on-stage death did you find the most tragic? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey folks, who could forget the thrilling adventure of The Mummy from 1999? This action-packed classic, directed by Stephen Sommers, took us deep into the mysteries of ancient Egypt with curses, treasure, and non-stop excitement. Now, more than 2 decades later, you might be wondering what the stars of this iconic film are up to in 2024. Let's take a nostalgic trip back in time and catch up with the real names, ages, and incredible journeys of the Mummy cast. Get ready because it's going to be a fun ride. Number 1. Brendan Fraser as Rick O'Connell. Rick O'Connell is the dashing and fearless adventurer who battles ancient curses and mummies to save the day. His character's bravery and charm make him a favorite among fans. Brendan Fraser, with his charismatic and dynamic performance, brought Rick O'Connell to life. Fraser was already known for his roles in films like George of the Jungle, 1997, and Gods and Monsters, 1998. After The Mummy, Fraser continued to have a successful acting career. He starred in films such as Bedazzled, 2000, Journey to the Center of the Earth, 2008, and Inkheart, 2008. Fraser has also taken on more serious roles in films like The Whale, 2022, for which he received critical acclaim. His versatility and dedication to his craft have made him a beloved figure in Hollywood. Rick O'Connell was brought to life by Brendan Fraser when he was 30 years old. Today, Brendan Fraser is 56 years old. Number 2. Rachel Weisz as Evelyn Carnahan. Evelyn Carnahan, also known as Evie, is the intelligent and resourceful librarian who uncovers ancient secrets and joins Rick on his adventures. Her character's wit and courage make her a standout figure in the film. Rachel Weisz, with her captivating and engaging performance, brought Evelyn Carnahan to life. Weisz was already known for her roles in films like Chain Reaction, 1996, and The Land Girls, 1998. Following The Mummy, Weisz continued to have a successful acting career. She starred in critically acclaimed films such as The Constant Gardener, 2005, for which she won an Academy Award, and The Favorite, in 2018. Weisz has also appeared in blockbuster films like The Bourne Legacy, 2012, and Black Widow, 2021. Her talent and versatility have made her one of the most respected actresses in the industry. Evelyn Carnahan was brought to life by Rachel Weisz when she was 29 years old. Today, Rachel Weisz is 54 years old. Number 3. John Hannah as Jonathan Carnahan. Jonathan Carnahan is Evie's lovable and slightly bumbling brother who often finds himself in the middle of the action. His character's humor and loyalty make him a beloved figure in the film. John Hannah, with his comedic talent and charm, brought Jonathan Carnahan to life. Hannah was already known for his roles in films like Four Weddings and a Funeral, 1994, and Sliding Doors, 1998. After The Mummy, Hannah continued to have a successful acting career. He appeared in films such as The Hurricane, 1999, and The Mummy Returns, 2001. Hanna also took on television roles in series like Spartacus and Agents of SHIELD. His talent and versatility have made him a respected figure in the entertainment industry. Jonathan Carnahan was brought to life by John Hanna when he was 37 years old. Today, John Hanna is 62 years old. Number 4. Arnold Vosloo as Imhotep. Imhotep is the powerful and vengeful mummy who is resurrected and wreaks havoc on those who disturbed his tomb. His character's menace and determination make him a formidable antagonist. Arnold Vosloo, with his intense and compelling performance, brought Imhotep to life. Vosloo was already known for his roles in films like Hard Target, 1993, and 1492, Conquest of Paradise, 1992. After The Mummy, Vosloo continued to have a successful acting career.